welcome, welcome, welcome. We was trying to stream on the YouTube, but it wasn't really happening. So here we are, ever so faithful Instagram for this beautiful, beautiful new moon in Cancer. Welcome, welcome everyone. Peace, peace, peace to you. Have a brew. And yeah, I think we are going to get started. So let me just turn down these vibrations and then we can get started. That's it. Thank you, Maxwell. And let's get started. Okay. Welcome, 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 welcome everyone. Welcome DJ Yogi. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me on this new moon in Cancer. New moon in Cancer and the beginning of the eclipse season. Now, I don't know about you, but it has felt like we've been going through so much for the past 6 months, and actually even past that. I know for me, a lot of things started changing coming to the midpoint of last year and coming to the end of last year. Loads of deaths, loads of transition, loads of inner growth, loads of self-growth, loads of challenges, but all towards helping me really get deeper towards my soul and who it is that I truly am. So I know it's been a lot for a lot of people as well. So if you want to put down in the comments, what's been your themes for the past 6 months? What challenges have been coming up for you over the past 6 months, and what have you been working on? For some of you, it might have been really positive. You might have seen loads of positive things. And it's not to say that, we haven't had a mix. I've had very, very positive and profound changes, but also experienced some challenges as well, which have all helped me to grow and pushed me outside of my comfort zone, to be fair as well. So if you know of anything that's been challenging for you over the past 3 months, or anything that's been encouraging you to grow over the past 6 months, please write a comment down in the box. This is going to be an inclusive session because it's all about us sharing this energy. And also, I'm all about inspiring you to grow in your own divinity and us just being together in a sacred space. So feel free to comment and send your thoughts through to the live, and we can talk about that and we can share. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to set the vibration of the sacred space and the energy. So we're just going to say a prayer as we do. I have cleansed the space. I have lit a candle, and I'm going to talk you through that candle as well. And I've just asked for the highest intention and prayers. Before we go into that, Heartthrob Studio says, transformation and realizing my worth through heartbreak. That is very, very, very powerful, and also can be difficult to go through. So my love is with you also. Rails83 said, occurrences that made me realize where and what I need to let go of. That has been a really powerful and consistent factor for a lot of us. What is it that we need to let go of in order to be who it is that we know we're supposed to be, in order to receive what it is that we know we're meant to receive in this lifetime, So what I'm going to do is we're going to go into the prayer and just fortify this energy, set up this sacred space. You could, and then I will go through a few more of the comments, and then we'll get started on just really deciphering this energy and start, connecting with each other. So wherever you are in the world, wherever it is that you are in your sacred space, I want you to just take a nice deep breath in and release. Is just the sound that is used to open the heart and release anything that no longer serves, allow you to open up your space and be in your center. And just in your own mind, in your own heart, in your own space, just call forth protection in whatever way it is that you do, calling forth those who love you unconditionally, those who support you, your angels, your guides, whoever it is, just asking for that divine protection, because we're all connecting to each other in this space. So I always encourage, you fortifying your own protection and securing your own energy field. So just do that for a moment now. That's it. And as you just take a breath, just open your heart and set your intention to experience and receive whatever it is of your highest good in this space. And to also just send a burst of love to everybody who might be in this sacred space, because we are all in this energy space together. So just sending you all love. And I'm just going to pray now, feeling all of your energies. Divine creator of all there is, ancestors, guides, beings of light, those who love us unconditionally, Mother, Father, God. We come in humble, heartfelt prayer this day to give thanks first and foremost for the gift of life, for the gift of breath, for the gift of this day, for the gift of good health, for the gift of our bodies that carry our soul and carry our spirit through this realm. And we thank you for peace of mind, peace of heart, peace of spirit. We thank you for this moment. We call on those who love us unconditionally to provide a ring of protection around us all, and allow us to come into a space of opening our hearts to receive our highest blessings and to reveal our deepest truths. We ask for guidance of the highest vibration and ask for protection, peace and prosperity for all who are joined in this space. In the name of divine love, divine power, divine wisdom, our circle is now sacred and is now blessed. Amen. Ashe. Greetings to Jaha. Yes. All right. So again, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us. Jobioletics said, growing spiritually through deep grief of losing my mother. I send my love and my condolences out to you, and it's very poignant that you're here at this time as well, because Cancer is all about the mother. It's the mother energy, and it's about, you know, that nurturing element. Cancer is connected to the moon, and the moon is also connected to our feminine cycles, our energy, our nurturing abilities, our mother. And so the eclipse energy as well can bring up some of those shadow experiences that we have with our mothers and with the inner mother within us as well. And so, as I said, it is a poignant time that you are here at this moment, and maybe for you it would be a great way to utilize the energy of the moon to honor what it is that your mother has taught you. And if you are a mother as well, or aim to be a mother, looking at how you want to, what qualities you would like to instill or have as a mother. And so I send you my love of the highest vibration, and I thank you for being in this space as well. Greetings to Jaha. Awakened Love says Ashe. Ashe says Ashe. And Rels says Ashe. We even have a eclipse candle for you all today. I don't know if I'll be able to show you this. Hopefully I will. But this is a double wicked candle. And it's just to, as you know, the candles are representative of fire and the elements. And it's all about us being able to really harness these energies. Okay? So I've written some notes just so that we can keep on track, because we know at times the energy can go all over the place, but we do allow space for the energy to flow. What we're going to do in this live, in this gathering, in this sharing, is first and foremost, we're just going to talk a little bit about this new moon and this energy, and also the eclipse gateway that's coming up, because today's new moon is actually also a solar eclipse in Cancer. Now, it's not visible. Thank you very much, Mr. Riggs. It's not visible from the UK, but there will also be another eclipse that's going to be a full moon lunar eclipse, and that will be on the 16th of July, and that will be visible in the UK. And there's a reasoning behind that, and I want to explain a bit more of that as well. So when we look at eclipse energies, if I can just talk about eclipse energies first and foremost, eclipse energies take place where the sun and the moon pass each other and there is an absence of light. Now, you can see a ring of light depending on what kind of eclipse it is. It can be a partial eclipse where only part of the sun or moon is covered, or it can be a full eclipse where there's a total eclipse. And eclipses can take place in lunar or a solar eclipse. And on a metaphysical level, what eclipses do is they amplify energy. Eclipses are all about portals. Eclipses are all about duality and that space within duality, which is the creation space, the void, the universe, where everything is created from. And so when we look at the eclipse, when we look at the sun and the moon, we look at the moon, which represents our emotional self. It also represents our subconscious self. It represents our hidden self. It represents our shadow self. And then when we look at the sun, that represents our soul. When you look at the Latin or Spanish word for the sun, it's soul. And the soul is about our light. It's about us when we're in our power. It's about how we express ourselves. Welcome to everyone. Yeah, it's all about how we express ourselves. So when you have an eclipse energy, it's all about bringing all of that into harmony, or bringing that face to face. So it means having to face things that might be hidden in your shadow. It may be having to embrace your light. And so it's also about polarity of energies, light and dark, yin and yang, and the understanding that ultimately they are from the same source and occupy the same space. All that really differentiates between the two is our intention, how we utilize or channel that energy. So eclipses are very, very powerful times that bring around transformation, that bring around deep soul healing and awakening. It can also bring about uncomfortability for people. It can bring about a lot of rapid transformation and change as well. So when you use the eclipse energies metaphysically, you use them in terms of their archetypes. So understanding that the moon is about going into yourself, awakening your psychic gifts, going into your space of, your subconscious, your shadow. You will utilize the time of the eclipse to work on that energy for yourself. You'll also use the energy of the eclipse to work on building an image of who it is that you want to be, or who it is that your soul truly is. And sometimes we can wear these masks and we become so jaded from our experience of reality on this realm that we forget who it is that we truly are. When you have a vision of your future self, it's really the self that you've always been, the self that you were when you manifested into this physical body. It's just that through the experience of life, you've had to regress and then work your way back to that future self. So you can channel all of that energy and bring it into the now. And that's how you'll utilize the power of the eclipses. What I'm going to do as well as we go through this, I'm just going to show you a way that you can actually utilize that energy to either manifest or release things in your life, or to help bring understanding to some of the polarities in your life. Cancer is all about, the family. And so one of the ways in which I have understood how to utilize this eclipse energy is about working through your father and motherhood wounds or issues. That's working with your inner child, and that's also connected to your subconscious. It's connected to your shadow self and your hidden self. So that's something I'm going to share with you as we go along. But I just wanted to really talk about the eclipse energy. With this eclipse energy being in Cancer, it shines the light on the family. It shines the light on your inner world also. Cancer moves around in the shell, and protects itself. It retreats inwards. When we look at a new moon is the dark moon. It's the moon that's not visible to the sky. So that lets you know that the energy should be focused within. So having a new moon in Cancer with a solar eclipse, what that does is it inquires you to look within, but to shine light on your darkness, but also to enhance your light. Because once you master your shadows, once you're aware of your limitations, once you're aware of all of your obstacles, you can transform that energy into the fuel that you need, and a plan that you can utilize to help you to live your potential, help you to live from your soul, and help you to achieve your goals. So it's really that balance of energy, okay, that is available to us in this moment. And so we can utilize that energy to have a positive impact on our lives, and also to do the shadow work that we need to do. Now, the energy of the eclipses can last up to 6 months. So all of the work that we do right now, and all of the energies that are present right now, will be effective for the next 6 months. And for me, what the theme of this eclipse energy has been for me is soul expansion. And that's been, that in itself relates to the eclipse as well. Because when you look at the eclipse, there's a central part within it. So you have the 2 circles, right? And the central part within it is where your soul expresses itself. That's the present. That's where you express your soul. So for me, it's really been all about me expressing the truth of my soul, and me, utilizing the past information, utilizing the future information, and bringing it all into the now. Okay, someone's talking about a book, and yes, I will save the live. Okay, so Eclipses are also a time to clarify and plan. So when you do the self-reflection and you look at what your obstacles are towards your goals, it helps you to now have a clear plan of how to move forward and how to achieve your goals. Eclipses are portals of energy, okay? And so one disclaimer I want to put is that it is a portal of light and dark energy, because really there is no difference. All that is the difference is the intention by which that energy is harnessed and utilized. So you do find that at eclipse times, many people go through emotional trauma, emotional breakdowns, psychic attacks and things like that. So you are encouraged that if you are utilizing the energy, that you utilize the energy with an understanding of your intention. And also at this time, it's a good time to just do any cleansing and clearing and protection rituals for yourself, just to ensure that you don't pick up any negative psychic energy from anyone else or yourself. Okay? Eclipses are a very, very powerful time for doing ritual, and rituals are all about ways of connecting with the elements and also cultivating spiritual power. Okay, Heartthrob Studio says lots of vivid dreams at this time. Most definitely, because the eclipse opens the hidden realms. It opens the realms to the subconscious. The gateways are literally open, and that's why it's important for you to protect, and it's important for you to clear your energy, because if you're just open, and especially if you're being triggered by things that are going on around you, you can attract lower vibrational energies and entities. Also, if you have a lot of vivid dreams, it'll be good to write down your dreams and try and look at them from an observer's perspective. Sometimes vivid dreams can feel very real and also invoke certain emotions in you. What you want to do is detach yourself from that experience so that you can really observe it and gain the understanding of whatever it is that it might be showing to you. But yes, dreams are, people have a lot of dreams at this time. People can be highly sensitive, and with that new moon in Cancer energy, Cancer is emotional, it is sensitive, it is psychic energy, it's water, so it's feelings, and that's why that spiritual veil is so thin as well, because water is a medium through which you can communicate with spirit. It cleanses and purifies spirit. Each one of us was born in fluid. We came through water, so it has a very, very powerful connection with our being, hence why we're also so triggered and affected by the moon. So this new moon, as I said, is in Cancer, and when we deal with moon cycles, the best way to harness the energy is to understand what the archetype is, what the benefit is of that energy. So when we look at a new moon, as I said, the moon is not visible in the sky, and so that means that the energy is in the hidden, the energy is within. So it is a time for introspection, it's a time for planting seeds, it's a time for doing shadow work and healing on yourself, it's a time for self-reflection. And when it's in Cancer now, it's all focused on the home, it's all focused on you, it's all focused on family, it's all focused on your psychic abilities, your emotional energy, your ability to go within and assess yourself, your inner child, your shadows, all of those things that haunt you. And the moon is at home in Cancer, because Cancer is governed and ruled by the moon. Now, in ancient Kemetic astrology, the Cancer is Khepera, and Khepera is the scarab beetle that holds the sun. And what Khepera represents is transformation. Khepera represents transformation and change, creation. Cancer is also creation, the mother, creation, giving birth to yourself, giving birth to a new self, rebirth. And it's also about cycles, okay? So we're dealing with the moon, we're dealing with cycles, and we're actually moving into, the summer cycle as well, because we've just had the summer solstice. So all of this energy is benefiting us at this time, and we're able to harness it and really focus on honoring who it is that we are and feeling at home in our own body, feeling at home in our own being, feeling at home in our families, accepting and loving ourselves. The new moon in Cancer energy also brings up the potential for healing because of the fact that it's a water sign. Water signs connect with your emotions. They bring forth, the deepest parts of you that need to be healing. But they also bring cleansing and purification. You know, we might feel the emotion of pain, but that pain is transformed into, you know, through our tears, through the alchemy of our tears, we release that pain, and also we gain wisdom and understanding from that pain that allows us to make better and informed decisions as we move into our future. So the potential for healing is very apparent at this time. As I said, there's a focus on family and also on your relationships. So you might find that that might be being brought into question, your most personal relationships with others and your personal relationships with yourself. A lot of people are going through transformation in terms of learning about and whether they can honor the truth of their soul whilst in their relationship. You know, people are going to go through a lot of change and transformation, and it is because the soul is wanting to break free. The soul is wanting to live through its highest self, and you want to feel at home in your relationships as well. This ascension gateway that we've all been going through from since 2012, and for many way beyond that, has really called us to really become accountable with a lot of the things that are going on in our lives. We're no longer able to accept the mundane, and in order to bring change, we are having to do the work on ourselves. And so we are starting to see a lot of the work that we have been doing coming into fruition. And most of the time when you're on the brink of breakthrough into birth, you know, just like when a baby is coming out of the womb, that can be the most painful part. So can it be when we are, you know, for us in this time, it can be that most painful part and process of releasing those last things and letting go of all of the things that we thought, you know, gave us value and we loved so much, and being willing to take that leap of faith and put our soul first and live from our soul. So, you know, that energy is enhanced at this time, and you can utilize this energy as an opportunity to really go within yourself and assess your relationships, your relationship with yourself and your relationship with others. Are they really serving your purpose? What can you learn from even the dysfunctional relationships so that you can actually move forward, grow and evolve, and be able to attract more of what it is that you want and what it is that you know that you deserve as well? Okay? This is a great time to do any kind of spring cleaning around the house. It's all about, you know, the home, and it's all about making sure that the home is clean and clear so good energy can flow in. Don't forget, your body is also the home of your spirit, the home of your soul. So it's about taking care of your body, taking care of yourself, setting some goals about how you can, you know, bring more balance and harmony into your house, your physical house, and into your home, your environment. This is also a time where people may feel like they just want to retreat back into themselves and go into their own space, because that dark moon energy just brings you into a space of wanting to, you know, to go within yourself, a space of self-reflection. And that's encouraged at this time, because it's in those moments where you can have your most profound experiences. A lot of us have been afraid to be on our own because of what we can find hidden inside there. But this is a perfect opportunity to look at what your fears are and nourish your soul, nurture your soul, make time for you. Okay? Just bringing in more of this eclipse energy, this solar eclipse energy in Cancer. So as I said, there's an eclipse window. It's like we've got one eclipse, which is today, the solar eclipse in Cancer, which is all about the shadow, which is all about the hidden, which is all about, you know, the subtle and your psychic abilities and going within and family and home. And then we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn. So we've got that balance again of eclipse energies. We have the solar, the light, shedding light on what's within, and then we have the expression externally through that full moon in Capricorn that's going to be on the 16th of July. And that is about moving forward and having a plan and really shining that light on your soul. So it's through that gateway, through that window, that we can utilize these eclipse energies to do the really profound work that needs to be done on the inside, to clear out all that no longer serves and nurture the inner child, the inner self, the home, your space, so that you can shine your light, so that you can move forward and be focused and have a plan. As I said, that full moon lunar eclipse energy in Capricorn is going to be on the 16th of July, and it will be visible from the UK as well. So we are working now in the darkness, changing what needs to be changed, clearing out the weeds, shedding light on all that's hidden, tuning into our soul. Okay, purifying and cleansing our energy, our sacred space, our mind, our body, so that we can shine our light, so that we can be in our power, so that we can move towards success with a clear plan and a clear knowing and a clear understanding of who it is that we are. This energy brings us a journey into our subconscious realms, which allows us the fuel that we need for enlightenment. Once you know your weaknesses, once you know where you've been, you know where you're going, and you can create a plan for success. This is also a great time for fertility, for creation, for harvest. So those of you who are interested in wanting to have a child or wanting to birth a business of some sort, this will be a really good time to write down your dream and really nurture it every day over this eclipse window. You might want to write down all of your intentions and dreams and get a nice plant and put it beside the plant, maybe with a citrine crystal, and water that plant every day, speaking your affirmations into life and giving energy to what it is that you want to give birth to. Whether that's a child, whether that's a job, whatever that might be, you can do that. If it's giving birth to a new self, celebrate your cycle. Everything is cyclic. We never have to stay in one vibration in our life or one experience for too long. So we give thanks for new cycles and the opportunity for death and rebirth and transformation. Don't forget, we are also in Mercury retrograde, so we're still feeling that energy, which actually really emphasizes and supports the need for us to go inside and to do the inner work so that we can express our true self and really be focused in how we are moving forward. Okay, we've also got that the Saturn is conjunct with the North Node in this particular time as well, and that just helps to keep balance and order. This is not about us going into a space of any extremes of emotions or any extremes of polarities. It's about being able to sit within your center in order to observe, in order to magnetize, in order to release, in order to channel and tune into the trueness of your soul, understand your soul plan so that you can move forward. Okay, so yeah, what's been coming up for some of you coming up for this new moon, and what are some of your intentions? What is it that you would like to, let's say, what is it you would like to release? If you can just name one thing you'd like to release, and also one thing that you'd like to bring into your life for this new moon eclipse in Gemini season. What is it that you would like to release? What's got to go, and what would you like to bring in? You can put your comments in the box below and just share that with me. I'd love to hear your story and hear your input. Greetings to Orgon Energy and greetings to SB Gratitude Goddess. All right, everybody, just send me some hearts to let me know that you're there, and if you're feeling the information that's coming through on this live. Thanking you all, and really looking forward to this one. The energy here feels really, really powerful. Greetings to Amenti, Divine Reflections. Welcome, 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 welcome. We've just done a breakdown on this eclipse, new moon energies, and this solar eclipse and this eclipse gateway that we're in. Thank you, thank you, thank you everyone for the hearts. And we're just going to go into how you can utilize this energy. But we're just asking everyone to put their comment in the box, something that you want to release and something that you want to embrace through this season. Queen Naya says she wants to release fear and anger. Ashe, ashe, ashe. And yeah, you can use that as a journal prompt, you know, really write what is the source of your pain or your anger, so your fear or your anger, and what does it stop you from being able to achieve, you know. And you can do a holy fire ritual, get some Palo Santo and just burn it and release it. Energy can be transformed in an instant, and all you need is intention. Intention is all. So once you set that intention, once you write it, you manifest it, and you use fire to transmute it, that is how you alchemize that energy. So yeah, go for it. Release that fear and that anger. I'm just going to call you Joe. I hope that's okay. Joe says, this is incredible. Sending you much love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Joe, for being present. And Amenti is sending loads and loads of hearts. Thank you. Amma says, I release self-pity, self-rejection, and abasement. Beautiful. I love that. Release self-pity, self-rejection, and abasement. And also what you can do is, what I find when I'm doing my releases is that I release and transmute it with love by reflecting on what it is I've learned from those experiences. So I release self-pity because I understand that in every opportunity I can utilize my resources. I am a creative force and I can tap into any solution that I need. You know, transform that energy in some way so it becomes an empowering statement to you. But I support that. I release self-pity, self-rejection and abasement. Prima says, I release shame. Yes. You release shame. What has it taught you? What are you grateful for? Why do you now release that? You know, really amplify that intention, because the thing is with this eclipse energy, it encourages you to go deeper. And the best way to transmute something is through love, because when you pour love all over it, you never feel any shame, any guilt, any regret, or any of those things ever again, because you are understanding and being grateful for even that opportunity of your lower self, because it helps you to now master yourself. It helps you to now choose what is right for you and how best for you to express yourself, and to accept all of your choices, knowing that you are perfect, and so that you can live from your soul. So I co-sign that one as well. Release shame from Prima Sandy. Twink says, build the village with my people. So I think this is your intention. Build the village with my people with love, knowledge and trust. I co-sign that one as well. We build the village, you know. And so yeah, write your intentions, write that out. What does that look like to you? How will people benefit from that? How will that change the world? Magnetize that energy. Beautiful. Rel says, I'm releasing worry, impatience and negative self-talk. Ashe, ashe, ashe. No longer serving you. No longer serving you. So beautiful, beautiful intentions. And Queen Naya sends her love, sending love right back to you. Please keep the hearts coming and the energy flowing, because we are all connected in this process. So now we're going to look at how we can utilize this energy. And in my post, I put that I was going to offer a guided meditation. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the hearts. And this guided meditation is going to be something that you are going to do yourself. I've learned that doing these guided meditations on such a wide platform can sometimes bring a lot of interference for different reasons. And so I'm going to resign those kind of meditations to some that I do and upload on YouTube, and also in my private group for those who want to start working with these energies consciously and start their journey of self-mastery and self-healing. It's a new group and it's a practical group, but it just allows us that sacred space for us to really get deep into this work. And so we're going to do that. But what I am going to do is give you the tools so that you can facilitate this experience yourself. So as I said, the eclipse is all about that polarity of energies. And the symbol which represents that polarity of energies is called the Vesca Pisces. And this is a sacred geometry symbol. Now, those of you who have got my book, 12 Seeds to Awaken Your Spirit, the first, in the prologue or in the first chapter of the book, it talks about the different sacred geometry symbols and how the soul, the universe, the creator communicates and expresses information through these sacred geometry symbols, and how they are multi-dimensional symbols. So to you it may be projected as a 2D painting, but this symbol carries information on different levels of consciousness and frequency, meaning that you can use it almost like a sigil or a seal to consecrate your intentions, or use it to manifest energies, or to help bring some of the themes that it carries into your life. So the Vesta Pisces is all about balance. It's all about polarity. It's all about duality. It's all about creation. Within the two circles is the void space, and this is the space where all creation manifests, and that's why I haven't painted it. It has a spiral in it, but it doesn't have any color, because it represents that is the space in which everything or anything that you want can be manifested. This is the space of infinite potential and infinite possibilities. So when we work metaphysically, through ritual, through sacred practice, we are working with the subconscious energies. We're working in the subtle fields. We're working in the spiritual realms. And so the spiritual realms understands feeling, vibration, frequency, symbols, numbers, tones. And so when we utilize these symbols for our own rituals, we are basically sending out information, messages to the universe, into our reality, through these symbols and codes. Yes, someone said it looks like the birth canal. It exactly is. It looks like the yoni as well, you know. and it is the portal of creation. Rel says that would be a good tattoo. Most definitely. People get sacred geometry tattoos on them all the time, but these are also portals of energy. When you paint these symbols, when you draw these symbols and you have them up in your home, you can feel the energy of them in the home. And I have a lot of sacred geometry symbols around the home, and was doing some sacred geometry healing as well using the symbols, so they do have a powerful effect. But I use these symbols also for manifestation, for self-work, for healing work. And so what you're going to do before you do your meditation within yourself, this is going to be a conscious meditation. And so what this meditation is going to do is going to help you on a few different levels, and you can choose how you want to utilize it. You can utilize it to represent your past and your future and what it is that you want to bring in now, okay? And so what you would do, and this would be a good thing to do on this new moon, because it is that shadow time. It is that time where we are planting the seeds, where we're going in within and doing the work that's needed to be done, and planting those seeds for manifestation. So the first circle here would represent the past. And in there, you will write down all of the aspects of your past, all of the things that you want to release, all of the past labels that you have of yourself, anything from the past or anything that wants to be released, or anything from your shadow, okay? And you can draw it, you can write the words, whatever it might be. But this is about you shining a light on the shadow and hidden aspects of yourself. This part represents your future self or your divine self. So in here, you'll write all the things that you know yourself to be, all of the affirmations that you have, write them in here, but as this is who you are. You know, you don't necessarily have to write I am. You can just write the words of, you know, how are you? What's your life like? How do you feel? Are you confident and powerful? Whatever it might be, all of the things that you want to manifest in the future, you put them there. And in here, you put a combination of all of those things and everything that you want to manifest right now. Everything that you want to bring into yourself, okay? The good from your past, the great from your future into your now. And this is where you get to recreate and draw and create who it is that you want to be, or who it is that you know yourself to be. Okay, so that's one way that you can use it, utilizing it as a way of self-reflection and creation of your new self. Releasing and shining a light on what is from the past, and shining a light on the future and creating it in the now, and then bringing it into your divine self. Another way that you can utilize it, because of this Cancer energy and the home and our inner child and our relationships, you can also use this to represent your mother and your father, and how those energies, how their energies have affected and impacted on you. And you might want to do two of these. You might want to do one for how it's impacted on you positively, one for how it's impacted on you negatively, and maybe three actually, and one for what the best bits that you want to take and who it is that you want to be, you know, the parts of you as well. This is a really powerful tool for helping you to come face to face with some of the hidden traumas that might be inside, and also helping you to start healing some of those mother-father wounds that are so hidden. Cancer is all about the emotional healing that takes place in the hidden, and so many of us walk around with emotional wounds that nobody can see. This is a great opportunity for us to start expressing that, putting it out on paper. And you can also always burn or bury, you know, the ones that you want to release, or you can, you know, plant the ones that you want to keep, or put them under a plant pot, or whatever it might be. But I find this is a really powerful way of helping you to find that balance of understanding all aspects of yourself, and being able to utilize this aspect of creation. You can also use it for manifesting. So all of the things that you want to manifest, you put them in here. You know, and you can use colors to represent the past and the present, but in here you focus the energy on what it is that you want to manifest. So that's the way that you can use the symbol of the eclipse, which is the Vesca Pisces, to really do that inner work that that new moon in Cancer energy brings. So if you want to put any comments about that, is that something that you would do? Is it something that is useful for you? Are you going to try it out? Put some comments down in the box below. So the meditation as well, because you can utilize this for meditation, and that was the meditation which I was guided to share with you, is about you seeing your past self, your future self, and bringing the best parts together, or who it is that you are now, you know. And so the visualization that you would do, or the guided meditation that you would do, would be to visualize this symbol, or just visualize the two circles in your consciousness coming together to form, you know, that Vesca Pisces, that eclipse symbol. And focus on seeing your past self, feeling the connection of your past self in the shadow, and seeing it walking through one of the circles, you know, and really feel present. Think about all the things that you want to release and allow yourself to release them. And then visualize your future self, your soul self, your divine self, and see it walking through and coming through to you. You know, just magnetize that image, magnetize that vision of who it is that you are, and bring it closer to you. And then in the middle, just see yourself, your full divine self, and see that as you now. See how your life is changing, you know, see how things are different, how you feel different, all of the qualities that you will have brought into your life. And just allow yourself to be in that space. You can also just allow yourself to show you anything that you may need to change right now, because you might feel like, actually, there's nothing that I need to work on. Ask your soul, is there anything that I need to work on right now? Are there any triggers that are hidden in my subconscious? And just meditate on that. Sit with your soul. Meditation doesn't always have to be somebody telling you what to do. It's really just about being able to be conscious and to be able to inquire with yourself. In the stillness, your soul speaks. And the new moon is all about that stillness energy. It's all about listening to your soul, and it's all about going within. I may record the guided meditation. So anybody who wants a recording of the guided meditation, the audio recording of the guided meditation, you can send me a message via the inbox or the comments below, and I will get that to you from my heart to yours. And that will help you as well. Don't forget, you can utilize this meditation, this spiritual practice, throughout this whole eclipse gateway, right up until the 16th of July, and for the next 6 months, because as you know, this energy is going to be present for that whole time. Okay, so that's the ritual that you can utilize. If you are into candle work, so Joe says, I'm absolutely going to do this. You've cleared so much up for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad. What have I cleared up for you? If there's anything that you want to share, what is it that's awakening with you? If you don't want to share, that's fine, but just encouraging some discussion. Prima says, yes, please. Queen Nine says, yes, please. So I will get that together. Just if you could inbox me as well, that would be amazing, with your email address, and I'll send that out. So I did mention that eclipse energies bring in... can bring in light and dark entities, light and dark, light and shadow. And so this is a great time, as I said, to do cleansing rituals. Simple things like having a salt bath, lavender bath, you know, saying your prayers, just being in a space of asking for divine protection and cleansing and purifying your mind, body and spirit, cleansing your home. It's also advised to do some sort of protection at this time. And protection can be a simple thing as sending love out to everybody. It can be, you know, a simple thing as wearing a certain crystal, a black tourmaline or a smoky quartz, or, you know, just calling on your ancestors to surround you in love. But everybody has different ways of interacting with spirit. And for me as well, something happened where I saw, you know, I just tapped into someone's live, and I saw a woman who was doing a live, who was doing a banishing ritual and a binding ritual online. And the energy of this could have been taken as being very negative, because it was to cause, inflict or harm on somebody else. But the person felt justified because of the fact that they felt like someone had done something wrong to them, and so it was of equal measure. And that struck something in me. But what it activated in me is the understanding that love is the highest source of power. And so at this, sometimes when you want to protect yourself, it's also about looking at where you may have caused harm to anyone in any way, and sending out love for that, sending out atonement and asking for forgiveness. Because sometimes you do not know how somebody's received your energy. And just thoughts alone, just somebody's negative thoughts alone and negative feeling towards something that you might have done, knowingly or unknowingly, can have an effect on your energetic field. Now, obviously, if you do your prayers and rituals every day and you're somebody who keeps yourself on a certain level, it may not affect you as much. But it's just about being aware at this time of any harm that you may have caused anybody and kind of sending that love vibration out, because that's what it inspired me to do. It made me think about if there's anything that I've ever done that would make somebody want to cause me harm, I send them my love and I ask for their forgiveness, and I also forgive myself. And that really made me feel empowered, you know. It made me feel, number one, it offered me the opportunity to take accountability for anything that I had done, but also to be in that vibration of love. So, yeah, that's my sharing with regards to that. Those who are interested in candle rituals, this is a great time to do anything around protection, anything around clearing your own energy, or anything around amplifying your energy. Some people, you can use black candles for protection and release, or you can use white candles for protection as well. I like these double candles because they represent the eclipse and that balance of energy. It's a double wick candle, but then we also have these 7-day candles, which for me are representing the light and the dark coming together as one. And I will just utilize those candles to speak my intentions and to just clean my spiritual self and my house. Okay, so that is basically the sharing of the new moon and Cancer energy. I hope this has been effective for you. We're going to do a reading now just for the zodiac so that we can look at how this energy may be affecting you, your sign, or what it is that you might be focusing on. If there's anything that you want to share from what you've heard so far, please do put your comments down in the box below, and any questions that you might have as well. If you enjoyed that, please share some hearts. And if you want any more guidance on the ritual aspect, you can definitely hit me up on my inbox and I can share a bit more with you there. I'm very respectful of everybody